welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 4. Today we're continuing on the Let's Play. This is episode 271. In today's episode we are taking a look at the Class A North American Tour. For that we need a Class A car. And for that we are going to go to Chevrolet for the 2012 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. One of the better handling muscle cars in this entire game. And it's about the only Camaro that you'll see me say anything positive about.
Okay.
I like it because it handles well.
Good.
And I guess the ZL1 stuff makes it look a bit more presentable. Yeah, it's technically the best Camaro in the game because the game didn't have any more Camaros. Or rather, didn't have the newer Camaro at the time. I'm really off today, by the way, so my apologies if I say something
Makes
bad.
such difference from most days.
Shut the fuck up, you little windbag.
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 Did you see my really funny tweet today?
I wanted to commit Sudoku. Class A
Good.
North American Tour. This series is for Class A cars. It is held on American tracks and is open to all A-Class cars. Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit. Woo!
Nice.
Cream soda. Do you know what I like about cream soda?
No?
The more you analyse it, the less you realise it actually tastes of anything.
Oh, good.
It just tastes of smooth fizz.
It's like when you have Dr. Pepper too cold. That does the same thing.
What, where it just turns into, like, cold fizz?
Yeah, it's just cold fizz. There's no flavour or anything.
It sounds like a name of, like, a backstreet drug or something like that. Yo, man, you got some cold fizz? You got some cold fizz? Injected into my veins!
Oh, thanks.
Do you know what I really like doing?
What?
Have you ever, like, not eaten for, like, a good couple of hours? And, like,
Yes.
not had a drink for a good couple of hours? And then, like, you drink something fizzy and it literally feels like your heart's about to implode?
Wait, does that only happen in certain editions for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
My heart doesn't pump much, so... I have had 24 years of doing nothing but lines of salt off my kitchen cabinet. So... if I beat it over, like, 50 beats per second, I'd be amazed. Lean back, lean back. You ever listen to the uncensored version of that song? That's my favourite. Also, can I just point out, I know it's supposed to be Alcantara, but this steering wheel looks like it's made from the worst material known to man. Actually, I need to go on a rant here.
Oh, good.
Alcantara is the worst material.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
It feels horrible.
Yeah, it's non-reflective, which is the main advantage.
But it feels like... it feels horrific. Like, materials are supposed to feel nice. You don't make clothes out of Alcantara.
Don't you?
No, you don't have an Alcantara jacket, you have a leather jacket. Leather is supreme. Leather's the only material cars should be made.
Clothing.
Leather is
Actually,
the
might have leather
only...
shoes.
leather is the only material that should be used in the making of a car. Other than the
What,
highest
including
quality
bodywork?
Japanese... Other than... no. In the interior of a car.
How do you do the wiring with just leather?
Straightforward.
What, you don't?
Yeah, exactly. We live in a touchscreen world, just strap your phone. Okay, right.
How do you make a touchscreen with
Okay,
leather?
right, leather, but you also attach like a Velcro strap to the middle of the car, so you can like stick your phone on it.
I'd actually be down for that.
Oh, and of course the highest quality Honda plastics. I mean Japanese plastics. I'm completely unbiased.
Yeah.
They
totally.
do make good plastics though. Like, you know that sort of... you know those buttons where you press them and they've got like a little softness to them? And you're like, ooh. And you press them?
No.
Like, they don't click, they just go in.
Oh, I don't like that. No, I like
really
clicky
like
buttons. I like clicky buttons. My phone,
Hello,
my
Inferno. Other Inferno.
My new phone's got a haptic touch, which is the best thing.
I don't know what that means.
It's like, you know when you press a button and it vibrates?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
You,
It's taken them this long to do that?
what, to have like haptic touch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that on my BlackBerry 8520 Curve.
Oh, cool.
Because I was a cool kid.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what a BlackBerry 8520 Curve is?
BlackBerry 8520 Curve.
That was the cool phone when I was in, like, year
Right.
7.
I can't describe it, but the way that I imagine your face looks like that. It does just look like you as a phone, I imagine. I have no idea how to confirm that.
Is it the... Right, is it the one with, like, the giant keypad on it?
Yes.
Yeah. It's brilliant, isn't it? That used to be
I don't
the
like-
cool phone when I was a kid. There was no iPhone, it was all about the BlackBerry 8520 Curve. And then the fad
You can
died
still
out with
apparently
like,
buy them new in India, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know it won't sound very funny when it's being retold, but it was like a great moment. I remember it was about, I think it was about 2014, 2015. I was like playing GTA Online with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, was going on about phones. And I think he said something, and I was like, fucking hell, have you still got that 8520 Curve? And he was like, no, I've got an iPhone now. I was like, fucking hell, if you had, I'd buy you out of your contract. No fool was walking around in year 11 with an 8520 Curve, let me tell you. Hello, Chazravert. What a better way to spend my money than to watch a stream while watching an old NASCAR Busch Series race. Nice.
Excellent, yes.
I don't know much. Boosh, you're more of a NASCArian than I am.
Daniel is the one you need to ask, because
Okay,
he actually
Daniel.
understands stuff. I just go, haha, T-Rex car, cool.
What car was your first one? I had a Fiat Panda 1.1 Active. It was brilliant.
So we're just ignoring that, okay.
That wasn't my car,
Okay.
so I can ignore
Should we just
that.
not tell anyone what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to forget it existed. It doesn't anymore.
Cool.
It got killed for an Audi A1. So.
Oh, nice.
The most NASCAR guy here. Yeah, he weighs 400 pounds.
And can only turn left.
The boxy boy. Yeah.
Unless he goes to the Glen.
Yeah, no, I had... yeah, it was a 2005, so it was the Nouveau Panda, as they called it back then.
Did they?
Yeah, it was called the New Panda for a while.
Did anyone actually call it that, or is that just you going?
No, that was its internal name, because they still sell the original Panda in Italy up until like 2003, so they had to distinguish. And fun fact, the Active was the base model, but originally it wasn't.
Okay.
Originally the base model was called the Actual, and it had windy windows and no ABS. And no on board,
Nice.
so they just, because the Active was like 200 quid more, and for 200 quid more you got like electric windows and
I'd buy a car without ABS.
Electric
I want to practice
mirrors, I
threshold braking.
yeah. My first car, oh, fucking hell, now you're asking questions.
It was the year 4 AD.
Oh my god, how long ago was it?
Well,
I bought
I
it,
don't know, what-
I remember I bought it 5 days before Christmas. 2015, I think? December 2015?
imagine buying a car.
Yeah, that was December 2015, I think. And then the Subaru was May 2017. And the Accord was November 2018. To my knowledge.
You've had a weirdly varied car history.
I like
Especially,
to
considering
experience a
how
lot of
young
things.
you are.
I like to experience things.
It feels weird actually me saying, especially considering how young you are. I shouldn't be calling you young, you're like a million years old.
Oh good, the Mustang tried to reenact one of those videos we saw yesterday.
Oh, good. Oh, really?
Like, okay. Cool.
Why is there Why is there a Tesla in the same class as a Ford GT?
Because it's A-class. And the Tesla is the most useless PI because it's like A505 or something. Oh, the Mustang's definitely being a Mustang from one of those videos yesterday. Holy fuck.
Oh, good.
What is it doing?
Who's driving it?
I've got no idea, but it's currently...
it's Miller.
It's Mac Miller.
Yeah.
I can't say my driving's much better at the moment, but...
You're in a Camaro.
Having a big fight with the Tesla at the moment.
Tesla versus Mustang.
Tesla versus Mustang, the ultimate Chad. In fairness, admit it, in like 5 years' time, Model S's are probably going to be like Mustangs, right?
You think?
Like when they're like 20 grand. Like the people who used to buy like M3s, because M3s crash a lot over here.
Yeah.
M3s are basically like the European Mustang GT. So like I can see like early Model S's being like, yeah.
No, I think they'll be bought by a
S
different thing. Because I don't think you can turn off stability control on the Model S.
I'ma find a way. Cut some wires.
Just go like play it all.
I don't think you can turn stability control off in like most modern cars though.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have like various sport modes, whereas I don't think those early Model S's did.
Oh no, did you see the Doug DeMiro video on the first gen Focus ST, or the second gen?
No.
Do you know how great that car was?
What?
Turning traction control off was the sport mode. Like, there's like TCS off, you click it, it's just like sport mode.
Nice.
Okay.
I like that. That's
I like
amazing.
that too. One of the most focused car in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like me. Although I became a broken shell of a man like a few years before that.
It's true.
It
Still
is.
amazed I've got hope after knowing you for this long.
That's only for the reason you think you know. Ha 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 ha.
What?
Get it? Name joke.
Yeah, right, yeah, no, I genuinely do though. I've been in a really good mood today.
Have you?
Yeah, I think I'm clinging on to
All
the
I've wanted to do
idea
this
that-
entire day is murder prostitutes.
God, I really hope that me being in these doesn't impact, like, future employability.
I hope it does. For my own amusement.
Oh, I will actually pay you if I ever get into a big paying job to remove these
To remove
videos.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I
will buy you
Have you been
a
in
90s
anything
Honda.
I mean, in fairness, outside of this game, I don't think you've been in anything... I don't think you said anything controversial during Forza 3.
I make some edgy jokes occasionally.
You don't like
Very
Torrent and Thunder
occasionally.
that's like literally come on here and said like the N-word about 5 separate occasions.
No.
That's the one
No,
line
I
I don't cross.
On stream, most of the time.
Fuck off, I don't cross it IRL. I usually only use it to quote songs. Which is fine, in
Usually.
my opinion.
Yeah, quoting songs I think is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that great joke, I'll have to find it and you can watch it.
Did you just call me something? No, I was just singing straight out of Compton in my imaginary headphones you can't see. Straight out of Compton! Anyways, best Forza race is the R1 class around Sedona. That was an X-class race, but yes. Anyone who didn't see that video today, it's up on the second channel. It's pretty fun. It's basically Boost losing his mind the entire time because we all got pissed.
About what? What?
That fucking...
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
That's fine.
zoned out trying to find a comedy piece.
2018 is the year... that sucks. Yes, no. I guess my car history is sort of varied. I mean, the only thing that isn't really varied is the fact that you can pretty much tell the sort of car I go towards. I.e. Japanese stuff. Because the Japanese build good cars. What am I actually on at the moment? One German car, one Italian car, and 2 Japanese cars, right? Although technically, if you want to get really technical, it's 1 German car, 1 Polish car. and I think the Subaru was built in Japan. I'd imagine it was built in Japan. Actually, no, aren't all Subarus built in Japan? Like, they don't even have a North American factory, or am I making that up?
Well, I don't know. Subaru manufactured where? That works. Where is Subaru from, and where are Subarus made?
I'd just get you to look up the GD in Pretzel.
Where are Subarus made?
I think mine's a GD.
Oh no, they do have a plant in Indiana. Where
Oh
they
yes.
exclusively make
They
North.
took over the. I can't remember. Someone else had that plant before.
Lafayette, Indiana.
Yeah, I think a GM company owned it, and then when GM bought like 20% of Subaru took it.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot that happened. Well, I actually didn't realise GM actually owned Subaru for a while.
20% of.
Yeah.
They owned 20% of Fiat back then as well, and didn't realise for like 5 years.
That sounds pretty GM, yeah.
And then, like, towards the end of it, it was like, shit, can we just use your Punto for the Corsa? Yeah. Can we use your diesel engines? Sure. And then they merged with Chrysler in the ultimate move of... I don't know. I still don't know why they did that, because Fiat was on an upward trajectory until they did that. But hey, at least we got the Renegade out of it, and we're getting a new Renegade soon, and I'm kind of excited.
Why?
Because I quite like the Renegade, and I don't know why. It's just funky looking, isn't it? Like, I wish more crossovers were like the Renegade.
What, rather than the Duke?
Yeah, like the Duke and the Qashqai and HRV, and they're all like soft, like they just look like grown cars. There's no like pizzazz about them. Whilst the Jeep, it tries to look cool. It's like, yeah, I'm like an actual maybe off-roader if you try hard enough.
There's nothing about it that looks off-road to me.
Apparently, they're pretty good.
What, compared to a MR2 Slammed or something?
No, because I'm trying to remember. I think the 2-litre multi-jet with 4x4, they've tried it, because it's got quite small overhangs on it. It's actually pretty good. Huh. I want to say there's some Swiss police force or something uses them.
Why do the Swiss need a police force?
Well, I mean, before the Swiss used Panda 4x4s for police cars.
Yeah, but who's... Like, the only crimes anyone's ever doing in Switzerland is white-collar related, isn't it?
It'd be like making sure people don't get trapped in ski lifts and shit.
Oh, right, yeah.
Corvette versus Camaro, what's gonna win? The Camaro wins in this race, but the Corvette won in real life. Because the Camaro's going to die soon.
Yep.
Even though the Corvette got mid-engine, so the Camaro would have a reason to live. But never mind, General Motors.
Yeah, GM killed it themselves.
In fairness, the Camaro's died once before, so...
yeah, that's a good point. Oh, yeah, no, it'll come back.
Between Catfish and this one.
Yeah, I reckon that the Camaro is just going to have like a kind of M3 thing. Well, just like disappear for a...
Oh yeah, because I always forget they do that, because I don't pay attention to the M3, but yeah. It like goes away after a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, well I was thinking right now it's gone away because of emission
No, it's
laws.
back, isn't it?
Well, it's coming back, yeah. But
they haven't put a silly grill on it, have they?
Oh, I was expecting it to just be a 4-door M4, but...
I was going to say, I hope they don't, because I like... Because the actual new 3 Series looks good.
Oh yeah, it's
that's a good design. It's probably the best looking 3 Series for...
I don't remember what the front of it looks like. What's the...
It's very chiseled. I like the back, because it looks like a Lexus.
Yeah, you've said.
I like my cars to look more Japanese.
I mean, I don't mind it. I
it's
don't know
chiseled.
Yeah, I think for the most part it's quite good. I don't like the front bumper, just like the actual shaping around it. But I don't like any BMWs what they're doing.
BMW haven't really made a good-looking car for years and years and years. Like, a properly, pretty car is not really...
Well, here's the thing. I think the Bangle 3 Series is...
See, I disagree.
No, everyone does. Everyone thinks it's hideous. And
I don't know. I wouldn't even go far as hideous, because I'm used to it. It's no way near as bad as the 5 Series from the time, but...
I also think the 5 Series is a decent
It's not pretty.
Top Gear gave it an award, actually.
Yeah, I saw. Because I think, actually, most of their criticism with it is the wheels look too small. Which is kind of accurate, because those base Model 3 series do look tragic.
That's such a weird complaint, though, because you can swap wheels. I genuinely don't care.
Yeah, but it's... What it was back then is wheel sizes weren't as ridiculous as they are now, and I can't stand that. But also, it's got one of them looks where they've made the rear wheel well look ridiculously small for some reason, compared to the rest of the car, and I don't know why.
Yeah, they made the rear wheel well
The
smaller,
E90 fixes it a little bit because they flare it out a little bit, but...
No, it is true, actually. If you look at any of them, the rear wheel actually looks physically smaller.
The Alpha Giulietta has the same issue, or the Giulia, the big one.
I've noticed that on a lot of German cars, like the front wheel well looks a lot bigger
especially
than
the Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Yeah, my favourite German car.
The Accord has it a bit.
My other favourite German car is just the World War II reunion.
Yeah. But the Accord, the funny thing with mine is, if you actually look at the front arches, they're like flared to fuck for some reason. And then like the rear is just really like not. They actually gave it quite a pointy face, which is interesting, because if you look at my car, you'd assume they have no, it has no design. Which is fine, I quite like that about it, because it's just sort of square. It's quite a square. It is quite a neutral design when you think about it. It's just like there's not much going on with the design of my car. It's just sort of very square and blocky. I kind of like that.
Oh, of course you do.
Well, you like square and blocky design, so you can't say a fucking word.
Of course I do.
I thought you did. Well, I mean, you like the fucking AW11. So.
I do, and I can't explain why.
3 favourite cars, go.
AW11, R34...
R34's quite boxy as well.
90 M3. But then I also like the 106, which I'd argue the facelift isn't that boxy looking.
The 106 is swoopy. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd say it's not quite as swoopy as the Saxo.
I also really like the Cayman, to be honest.
Which one?
They all look the same, don't they?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The first gen had that weird, like, dog taking a shit vibe to it.
No, I'm sorry, you can't go every 3 Series looks the same, but then say, no, the Caymans are all different.
No, I didn't. Not every 3 Series looks the same. The 3 Series is looks
That's what you've gone on every time I've mentioned them.
Right, hold on.
Those have been your precise words.
Listen to me. The 3 Series is a lot like the Golf, and a lot like most German cars, come to think of it. They have like 2 or 3 generations that look basically the same, and then overhaul it. So like the E30 and the E36 are basically just evolutions of one another.
Okay.
And then you have like the E46.
So I can kind of see that, because the E46 and E90...
They're not far off, and then everything after the E90 has just been derivative again. Points at time where I thought I didn't even realise it was 2 different generations.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And now the new one's kind of different. It's like how the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 Golf looks basically the same, and the Mark 3 and the Mark 4 and the Mark 5 are kind of similar. Oh, sorry, the Mark 3 and the Mark 4 are kind of similar, and then the Mark 5 looks exactly the same as the 6 and the 7.
Does it? The Mark 5 is the one that I kind of associate as being on its own.
No, the 6 is sort of a, like, derivative of it, where they just made it a lot more boring. And then the 7 literally... The 7 would also be like that BMW, where it's like literally the same.
Is there just a picture of all the Golfs together? Oh, I kind of see that actually, the non-GTI. Yeah, because whenever I think of the Golf 5, I think of the GTI.
Yeah, with the
Blacked out
wheel,
centre section.
the wheels and the red striping, and
I love the Mark V
Mark
GTI.
V GTI is a good car. I'd have one.
It's a great piece of design, and it's I'd never actually thought about how different it is to like.
And it has a DSG, which makes it cool.
How is it you saying that and not me?
I like dual clutch automatics. Anything that makes the automatic transmission far more superior than the manual is better to me.
Okay. Good for you.
What car is better maintenance-wise? Starlet, Corolla, Diesel, Mercedes, Mark 1, 2, 3 Golf, Polo, or Jetta, or an old Fiesta?
All of those sound like disasters, but I guess the Toyotas are probably the best.
Well,
actually, no.
If it was an 80s Starlet, that's like the most simple car to ever exist because it's just front-engine, rear-wheel drive, longitudinal. Everything's ridiculously accessible.
No, weren't they transverse in the 80s?
No,
Or my...
because the Starlet was basically the same from like the 70s onwards, and then they like did a major generation change at some point.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I think I know what you're on about. I don't know, I quite like the, what's it called, the KP61, the 3-door rear-wheel drive one.
If you want easy to maintain, I would avoid anything German.
Yep.
Because the Germans, we think of them as quite a logical species, but they're really not.
No, they are, but just from a manufacturing standpoint, they don't care about the end consumer.
Q rant about water-cooled alternators.
They what?
Yeah, they water-cooled alternators. It was a thing.
That is incredible.
I remember when LST found out about it, he joined the voice call, he was like, what the fuck is this? And I looked it up and it's like 800 quid for a new alternator because it has to have like the full water cooling system. It's on like Q7s and stuff.
That's amazing. I hate it.
The Germans are literally the kings of innovating and stuff that doesn't need innovating and make it far worse, but at the same time making it a really cool feature.
It's like, yeah, that's the thing.
Because you're like, wow, it's like water cooling a PC, it's cool and interesting, and then you realise very quickly it's a terrible idea.
I love it.
But the Germans can spin it so it looks cool. Corolla, Starlet, easy, cheap, probably. Diesels. People think Mercedes of that time are really reliable, but I'm going to let you into a little secret. They're not. The owners are reliable. The cars themselves get... Do you know why old Mercedes from like the 60s and 70s are still around? Because like the old Mercedes 300 turbo diesel back in like the 70s cost the equivalent of about $70,000 today.
Nice.
They were like double the expense of like a Volkswagen. So Fiesta. I'm not too sure. Fiesta's probably the cheapest in terms of parts, but keeping them together. Ford occasionally makes weird decisions on where stuff goes and how bad it is. So yeah, probably the Fiesta. What do you reckon?
Don't know.
Starlet, Corolla, Mercedes E-Class, Golf, Polo, Jetta, or Fiesta. What do you reckon?
See, from such a weird list like that, especially since it's kind of varied, I just sort of see whatever's available when you plan on buying it.
Yeah, I think he's Eastern European, so it would just be whatever the West had.
I barely know about like car buying stuff in the UK anyway, so...
I mean, if you was really Eastern European, I'd say buy a Lada, but...
Oh no.
No, but you know what I mean though, because Lada's the cheapest chips. And like, if anything goes wrong with it, you just throw it away. Or sell it to me for like 500 quid after you're done with it.
Oh no.
Hit me up.
In this episode, Emil cons his viewers and
we'll sell my
him a Lada.
We'll sell my penis for a Lada Samara convertible. Before you ask, yeah, that did exist.
What, your penis?
Yeah. The real inconvenience in school, you'd know nothing about that. It's really hard to show up to math class and get a boner when you've got an 18-inch Sequoia.
Sequoia.
Well, I mean, to be fair, whenever anyone says a car is unsafe, just don't crash.
Top Gear top tip, only we're not Top Gear.
Yeah, it's like when Boost was on about modifying his 500 with a supercharger kit. Well, if the insurance finds out, they won't if you don't crash.
I wasn't on about that, you were, because you have some strange obsession with me spending all my money on giving a car that doesn't have power.
I'm just saying, you want to make it a 10 seconds 60 car. I'm saying stick a supercharger kit on it. It's only like £2,000.
I actually just want to mildly annoy Azza.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I want to get the more powerful Civic, because it'll still be quicker than the Yaris. And it'll have a CVT. With racing experience. Unless I buy the manual. Well, I don't want a manual. I can't go back to manual. It's not as good. Why is there a flag for the new Californian Republic in the thing? I thought that was a Fallout thing, unless it's like an actual Californian thing.
Do you think that California maybe exists as a state, and maybe they modified the flag for the new California
Well, I never
Republic?
understood it in fucking... I never understood it in Fallout anyway, because that game was set in Las Vegas. Why is California all of a sudden trying to invade Nevada? California's full of pussies. Unless we're on about like the gangsters that are really scary and have tattoos on their face. Or the movie Chicane, of course.
Or the ones that Jay Leno meets in...
Yeah, with gangsters.
Yeah.
Or fake gangsters, but still gangsters.
I love that story. I was randomly thinking about it the other day. It's so good.
I always randomly think about Jay Leno.
He just seems like an interesting guy.
How can such a man with so much money and so many cars still walk around in a jean shirt?
It's amazing. No, I do like him.
He has a really large facial feature as well. I forget what it is.
His chin.
Yes, that's it. It's the crimson chin from
his
Fairly
chin
Odd
is the
Parents.
only thing you notice.
I thought it was his nose for some reason, but that's because I've been watching a lot of videos. No, I'm not going to say it, otherwise I will get cancelled.
Oh no.
Sorry, Jewish friends. I used to know a girl who was like part Jewish.
Okay.
She was fucking mental.
Okay.
And I made her cry once, but that was a different topic. Anyway, I think that's it, isn't
women
it?
Cry?
Yeah.
How unexpected.
Just when they look at me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I try not to, but I can imagine.
Listen, I am like the peak of male authenticity.
If you're the peak, then like mankind is.
I look better than you.
Do you?
Yeah, but you're more attractive because you've got more money.
Yeah.
And more like chance of succeeding.
Yeah.
Oh no! Boost!
What?
Need for Speed 2021's been delayed. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh god, you sound like that thing from Internet Historian now. Oh no! My internet history is now searchable by Jesus, and I won't get into heaven. No, and you won't get into Super Heaven either, which has a delicious seafood buffet. Oh no! If only I'd been more. If only I'd been more secretive with my internet history. That's why I should have got NordVPN. His ad reads are always the best. My favourite was the fucking Raycon advert. That was amazing. Do you want to know the story of Raycon, man?
Yeah, sure.
20 years ago, he gave his dad a present in the form of wired earbuds, and his dad walked underneath a tree and his head fell off. And ever since then, Raycon man has been going around giving everyone wireless earphones. And like, he's just like, Is that got wires in it? And then he like puts the Raycon case over it and it like snaps, and he literally does this to like everyone, from like people walking on the street, and eventually he goes into like space and like starts snipping wires of like fucking astronauts.
Nice.
He's got like he's literally the only YouTuber in the world that you don't like just mash tap the screen to skip the ad reads, because for some reason they've started irritating me as of late. They didn't used to, but for whatever reason, like in the last like 2 months, they've really started doing my tits in.
Oh, I've always skipped them, but
I think it's because F1 channels are starting to get them.
Right.
And I don't want to know about Squarespace or Skillshare or any of that shit.
Oh, you do if you get it.
What?
You do get it if you.
Oh yeah. If Raid Shadow Legends wants to hit me up, but they obviously won't, considering
I'm a problem.
Huh?
Have you been watching Chain Bear? Is this where this has come from?
No.
Or they also?
I just Raid Shadow Legends became a meme for a while because no one actually wanted to play Raid Shadow Legends.
Is it bad that unironically I want to get sponsored by what's it called? Squarespace. Not Squarespace. Well, maybe Squarespace, but what's that learning one?
Squarespace. Oh, Skillshare.
Yes, that's the one. I unironically want to get sponsored.
I want to get unironically sponsored by those guys that have that like little thing that you plug into the OBD2 port and you can like modify shit.
If you click the link below, I'll show you how to
yeah,
make
but they're still they're like 300 quid. Oh right, you. Oh, don't become that guy. There's literally this guy on Twitter who I used to follow years ago. He's the guy who made a Minecraft roleplay about school shooting. Long story. Anyways, he has literally every like I think I've had someone follow him at this point, because I literally get like 15 tweets a day from like when he's in the mentions of other people I follow, and he's literally just like constantly promoting this fucking video about Bitcoin and Dogecoin and how to do it. It's like,
right.
Mate, you made a Minecraft school shooting roleplay. Last time I saw you in anything, it was you trying to explain why having your scrotum out as you answer the door was like a funny in-joke.
Nice.
Now he has a kid.
Yeah, no, genuinely, if it's getting too much, then please tell me, because as much as I think everyone should get on Bitcoin, I don't want to become pushy.
It'll be a while, don't worry.
Good.
Subscribe to Boost and Ethanol has got boring, and that's literally been like a thing. I like how that guy in the fucking server was like, oh, it's an in-joke, and it's just like, no, it's not an in-joke, it's a way of life. I don't remember, actually.
I don't know how I made it happen. I think it was because you said no advertising, and I started like sarcastically going, yeah, I definitely won't say subscribe to Boost and Ethanol, or something like that.
I don't know where the origin story would be, in all honesty, either.
It'd be like GT1.
Were you watching Gran Turismo 1 LP?
Would
anyone watch that LP? It was bad.
Yeah.
It needs redoing.
You want to find out.
Is it bad that I'd actually redo GT1 over GT2, and GT1's like the newer of the two? I'm not going to do it for a while though. I want to finish all the Gran Turismos first before I start getting back and redoing shit. Which, to be honest with you, isn't really that much of a problem, considering GT5 is pretty quick, and then GT6 is just pretty quick. And fun, because Gran Turismo 6 is better than GT5. If you say otherwise, you can suck my fucking weenus.
I'll pass.
My giant wiener sequoia. It's not actually giant. Yeah.
Well, nothing about you is it?
I think it's average. No, it's a, I don't know actually, maybe it's not. The thing about skinny white dudes and giant schlongus. Just saying. And there's also another thing that says like 6'1" people have inverted penises.
Or you're about to look at that.
Yeah,
I was about to say. It's like robot chicken thing.
It's still great. I need to try and see if I can watch that at some point. For some reason, I was just sat in bed last night thinking about the Thomas one for whatever reason.
Oh, the Thomas one is so good.
I don't know why that one specifically came to mind. I just wanted to listen to my Yacht Rock, but no. Would you pay £3,285 for a Starlet? Would I fuck? I can't stand the Starlet though. That was just a personal vendetta.
I'm not sure I would, but
I'd
again,
buy a Micra.
I'm not the fan of a Starlet. Words.
I just don't like the
incredibly
Starlet because it
picky.
reminds me of all them fucking JDM kids who are like, oh, I'll get a Starlet as my first car. It's like, why not just get a Yaris? Oh, because the Starlet's more JDM, bro. Yeah, but the Starlet was a shit car. At least the Yaris had, like, good features. The Starlet was just a mediocre version of a Micra. It literally looks like a Micra as well. Also, I almost got killed by a Scarlet Galanza once, but that's a different topic.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Street racing Scarlet Galanzas.
Sorry, Elsie was asking about why I was trying to contact Rich Energy about sponsoring him.
Wait, what? Oh, did you post it in response to something?
Yeah, I sent it to him. Basically making fun of the fire name.
Thinking about Eurobeat songs. What's there to think about Eurobeat songs? It's just the same lyrics over and over again, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't get me wrong, I don't even hate Eurobeat. It just is the same lyrics over and over again.
Okay, yeah, no, it's literally just songs about love, fire,
Push
and
me,
something
baby,
about
because I'm coming
flying.
for you. I'm gonna take you higher. It's literally just
Wow,
like...
you actually know some lyrics from Gas, Gas, Gas.
Yeah, I had to edit with it once, so I learned
what?
song... Yeah, do you not remember during the F1 shitpost? When George Russell went straight into a wall, I used it.
Oh,
So I
great.
know it now. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Next time, I'm going to take a look at the Class S North American Tour. Until then, farewell.
You know what I'm saying. The sorrow that my heart holds in knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going. I won't let you play. Got up in a war that you are not part of. I sung this letter to your father.